Oh Bugger, the tea kettle of fame. Good evening, everyone, or morning, or whatever time zone you're in, because we Brits now live in a world where our sarcasm is being streamed globally. Welcome to Oh Bugger, the podcast where I, a slightly baffled Englishman, ramble about life, fame, and why we seem to put vinegar on chips but not on salad. Tonight's topic, fame. Specifically, the type of fame that sneaks up on you, slaps you in the face with a baguette, and then asks if you could please sign it as a souvenir. Now, if you told 15-year-old me that one day I'd have fans, I'd have laughed and said, fans? The only people who pay attention to me are Mom and Mr. Harrison, my PE teacher, who still thinks I should work on my cardio. I mean, I wasn't the cool kid. My school picture looked like I'd just been told my hamster ran away. Fast forward to last year. I'm an adult now, well, adult-ish, and I post a video online. Just a harmless little clip of me making a classic British cucumber sandwich. No drama, no flit, just bread, butter, and a cucumber. That's it, or so I thought. Somehow this video explodes. Suddenly, I'm not just me anymore. Oh no, I'm the cucumber sandwich guy. Now, if you're British, you'll know how sacred sandwiches are. Sandwiches are a love language here. But apparently, this wasn't about my impeccable sandwich technique. No. People were obsessed with my tea kettle. Let me paint the picture. The comments section went wild. Where's that tea kettle from? Is it vintage or custom-made? Does it come with royal approval? Or did you nick it from Buckingham Palace? One American even wrote, I bet that kettle brews happiness and childhood memories. No, Susan, it brews PG tips. And suddenly, I'm famous. Not for being clever or funny or rescuing cats from trees, but for owning a slightly dented tea kettle that I bought in a charity shop for £4.50. What a legacy. Imagine having to explain that at your school reunion. Here's the thing about British fame, though, it's weird. It's not like American fame, where people stop you on the street and go, oh my God, I love your work. No, here it's much more subtle. The British way is to give you a vaguely knowing look, a slight nod, and then whisper to their friend, isn't that the bloke with the kettle? One time I was in Tesco buying biscuits, bourbons obviously, and I could feel someone watching me. Finally, this woman comes up and says, excuse me, do you take your tea with 1 sugar or 2? No kettle. No, are you the guy? Just a direct question about my tea habits, like she's MI5 interrogating me over a biscuit crime. And then there's the post. Oh, the post. Fame means people send you things. At first, it's lovely. Handwritten notes, tea bags, even a knitted coaster that said tea is life. But it escalates. Last month, someone sent me a sandwich. Not a picture of a sandwich, an actual sandwich. In the post, I opened the box, and there it was, a sad, soggy cucumber sandwich, wrapped in cling film. There was a note attached that read, this is how I make mine. Do you approve? Approve? Approve of what? The wet bread? I half expected a follow-up message saying, if not, please send it back with constructive feedback. Now, being famous also means people think you're rich. Spoiler, I'm not. Do you know how I know this? Because my mom still sends me those discount coupons for Weetabix. But people assume I'm living some glamorous lifestyle because they see me online. The truth is, most of my fame, money goes to paying for Wi-Fi strong enough to stream Netflix in HD. Even the local tea shop has caught on. I went in last week, and the barista recognized me. He smiled and said, you're that Kettle Guy, right? That'll be £4 for your Earl Grey. £4 for a single cup of tea. I thought, surely I deserve a loyalty card at this point? But no, fame doesn't even get you free scones. And let's talk about family. My mom thinks my fame is hilarious. She calls me every week to ask, so, have you been invited on Strictly yet? No, Mom, I don't think the BBC wants guy who owns a kettle waltzing on primetime telly. Meanwhile, my dad just keeps saying, when are you going to do a video about something important? Like gravy. My cousin, though, she's the worst. She texts me screenshots of my own videos with captions like, you were funnier at Christmas dinner last year. I'm like, thanks, Chloe, really boosting my confidence there. Here's the kicker. The kettle fame isn't dying down. In fact, it's growing. Someone on Twitter started a thread about British icons and put my kettle in the same list as Big Ben and the Queen's corgis. Big Ben, the audacity. I've even had offers for brand deals. A tea company emailed me asking if I'd endorse their luxury Earl Grey blend. I thought, finally, this fame thing is paying off. But then I saw the contract. They wanted me to hold the kettle and whisper, brew your best life. Brew my best life? I can barely brew a decent cup without the milk curdling. But you know what's truly British about all this? No one I actually know cares. My mates down the pub couldn't care less. Last Friday, I told them, did you know I've got 50,000 followers now? And Dave, my best mate, just said, yeah, but can they beat me at darts? Even my dog seems unimpressed. I tried to take a selfie with him for Instagram, and he walked off halfway through, probably to go lick the postman. So here's my conclusion, dear listeners. Fame is like Marmite. Some days you love it. Some days it makes you question your life choices. But at the end of the day, it's just a weird spread on an even weirder piece of toast. If you take anything away from this episode, let it be this. Fame isn't about red carpets or flashing lights. Sometimes it's just about a tea kettle, a soggy sandwich, and a country that loves to turn the mundane into the marvelous. Anyway, I'm off to polish my kettle. Thanks for tuning in to Ohh Bugger. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell your friends that you know the bloke with the kettle. Cheers!